Hello, my name is Dahlia. I am an artist and I primarily focus on filmmaking and stand-up comedy. I am obsessed with helping fellow artists be organized and also help them in setting up systems that make them feel supported. And if I can help you, I absolutely would love to. I recently learned, probably the middle of 2023 last year, that there are seven different types of rest. And I discovered this when I was going through my own journey around wanting to prevent burnout, because I know that once you kind of reach burnout, it's very difficult to come back from it. And so I wanted to create this guide and hopes that maybe it helps you to figure out your own places that you need to rest, and also understand the difference between rest versus rally, and start thinking about more restorative rest rather than what I affectionately call croissant time, which is when you curve over your phone and just doom scroll the whole time. I'm only going to start with one. Basically, the way that this template is laid out is we have the actual guide itself. So if you are not a Notion user and you would prefer to just have this be just purely an informational guide, you can do that. You'll go to the three dots up at the top and then export, and you can export it to a PDF. And it should include everything, but this is the correct format if you want to take a screenshot. And then you can go ahead and hit that export button and it will show you a PDF. But for you Notion users, you can go ahead and hit those three dots up at the top there and then duplicate so that way you can be able to edit your own template as well. So there are seven different types of rest. I'm not going to go through all of them in this video. I'll leave some surprises. But the very first one that I think most people think of when they think about rest is physical rest. So if you have a very physically demanding job, then maybe you need to go home and stretch or do like a yoga session. You can do self-massage or get a professional massage. Maybe you just need some couch time and like just really like have some that of that restorative rest, like I mentioned. And then maybe you just need to prioritize having a really excellent night's sleep. So this is where it gets really interesting, in my opinion, the nerd that I am. I don't have a very physically demanding job. I have a pretty sedentary job. And so at the end of the day, I found that I would be like, man, I'm just so tired. I can't bring myself to go exercise. But actually, that was burning me out quickly. And what I needed to do was rally. And so I wanted to create this guide so that way you would be able to tell the difference of when you need to rest versus when you need to rally. So maybe even though I do have a sedentary job, maybe on Saturday I'll go for a big long hike. And so I would still like to have these bullet points available to me to be able to rest after going for a long hike. But so, for example, if you do have a sedentary job like I do, maybe you want to walk very first thing in the morning. You can do hard exercises, which includes squats, planks, push-ups. The way that I kind of envisioned this is like if you're in between meetings or you have just like your lunch break, just like 10 minutes to be able to do something with your body can really help offer that rally. And then, of course, you can go to an exercise class. So after you hit the duplicate button, you will be able to include your own bullet points. So maybe, for example, you really like rock climbing and you want to add that to your bullet point. You can absolutely do that for yourself. So after that, you can go through each toggle as you see fit to be able to familiarize yourself. But I also have this table, which you can duplicate for yourself as well. And then I also have this journal, which is just a sample. I personally use Notion as my diary. And so what you'll do is you can go ahead and hit this add item. And you'll see I have this template already, this anti-burnout daily entry. You can go ahead, you can change the cover, you can change the icon, you can customize it however you see fit. And so, like I said before, maybe I'm going to maybe I'm going on a hike, and so I need to make sure that I include my physical rest. You'll see that the suggestions that I have listed will automatically come up for me for that day. And then I just also included some journal prompts just in case it's helpful for you. So this would be for starting your day. So what must you do today? What do you want to do today? And what do other people want you to do today? And the idea of this is that it helps you kind of really figure out what is needed, what you really want to do, and then see if there's anything that maybe you can delegate or maybe you can politely say no to if that will help you stop being burnt out. And then at the end of the day, you can have what was the best part of your day, what drained you the most today, and what surprised you the most today. Again, this is just to be able to recognize where maybe you're feeling like you're getting drained too much by cleaning your house, and maybe it prioritizing saving some extra money to be able to hire cleaners, for example. It's really just kind of wanting to bring attention to your day and think about things in a way that you might not otherwise think of. And then I just also added these in case it's helpful for you. I really believe in the power of gratefulness. And so you can have your what are you grateful for today and any other notes that you might have. And that's pretty much it. So I hope that this is helpful. Oh, I'm sorry. One last thing. Let me show you too. So if you don't want to use my journal, if you want to just use it for yourself, I can show you how to use that table in your system. So we will go ahead and we'll just add an item here. And the way that I did that template before, I went to this create a template. And then you can add a property. We're going to first start with relation, and I'm going to use this rest versus rally, and then add relation. And then we are going to add another property, which is the magnifying glass, which is the roll up. And again, we're going to use rest versus rally. And then instead of the property, we're going to have it be this text box right here. And so then you will be able to see if I add in this social rally, then it will auto fill in for you. So that is that. I am here if you have any questions at all, and I really hope that this is helpful for you. This is something that I use in my personal life, and I would love to hear if it's helpful. And I'm also available if you have any questions. And thank you so much for listening.